doing an eye for an eye type of thing. I actually enjoyed this match with Ortiz. You don't really see Ortiz in a singles match often at all. The only thing I did not really care for in this whole segment was when Jericho was yelling at them to go get him, and they had more than enough time to make the save, but you could tell they were stalling before they entered the ring, which I thought was kind of funny hearing him say, you know, go, 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 go over and over, repeating himself. But I actually thought the segment was all right. I didn't really have too much complaints about it. It was an interesting match because you don't see Ortiz in a singles match at all very often, and I thought he did well for himself. He did get in some moves in on Moxley. It wasn't no squash match or anything like that. Santana did get involved a couple of times, but nothing to the point to where it was a little bit overboard. But yeah, you kind of figured Moxley was going to get the win. You had Inner Circle come out during the match. You had Jericho and Guevara on commentary. Hager was there as well. But Dave, you weren't too happy with this match. Can you explain to the viewers why you did not enjoy the opening match to AEW Dynamite?
I thought it was too predictable. And too out there, knew Moxley wasn't going to lose weeks before the pay-per-view. I mean, this was just to have him get jumped or try to do something. Moxley got one up on him. Then I'm sure the week before the show, Jericho and his goons will get one up on him. I mean, and he's going to probably beat, was it Santana or Ortiz next week? So yeah, I mean, that's probably what we're going to see. I don't know. To me, the match it didn't feel like a regular opening AEW match. It just seems like the last few weeks they've been opening up kind of stale for me. Which I want them to start hot. To me, that wasn't a hot start to AEW. I want a hot start to my show like that. I'm tuning in to watch this new league. It's different than the other company, which it seems exactly the same.
Was I the only one who thought you could clearly see the key wasn't in between his fingers right before he smashed Ortiz? Yes.
You want to talk about bad missed spots? Wait till that 8-man tag.
Well, at least on that spot with the keys, it wasn't as bad as the Jericho one with the spike, where you could clearly see he was way not even close to his face. So at least that spot there was better than the last one. But what did you expect though, Dave? Like Red Sox fan said, what did you expect? Did you expect Ortiz to win? Like you knew Moxley and Ortiz. There's no way, like you said, there's no way Moxley is going to win. But yeah, it's basic storytelling 101. Thank you very much, Speeds. Appreciate the 210 area code of my San Antonio.
And subscribe.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Speeds. Appreciate that. Don't forget they'll be live Friday night as well. So I'm sure you guys all know that as well. But thank you for the bits, everyone.
My problem.
Go ahead.
My problem isn't with the match itself. It's the placement of the match.
Okay,
if
so
you put this on later on in the show or in the middle of the show somewhere, fine. I want the show to start and end with a hot segment or with a hot match, something really good.
But,
instead of just like some very cold. To me, the match felt very cold. There was really no real heat in it other than Jericho on commentary, screaming at JR and Giovanni, which kind of takes away from the match a little bit when he just yelling all this stuff. Oh, I'm the greatest wrestler in the world. Write that down. Don't be nice to nobody. Write that down. I mean,
it's Jericho. You had to expect.
I know, but they're taking away from a match, and they're not really helping sell this match at all.
Okay. Seeing that the card we had tonight, the 8-man, the women's match, the Lashes, Janela and Sabin, sorry. What match would you have started with? I don't know, because
if
you want that hot start, you probably would have went with the 8-man tag match, right?
Sabian. Now you got me saying it. Start with Kip Sabian and Janela to start off in the ring, ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. Have them starting off the show, and then if you want to do like in the middle hour or whatever, or even like the top of the next hour, if you want to start with this match like that, fine.
Candy kiss. I thought it did its justice. Like Bob Ruski said, it did what it was supposed to do. It made Ortiz look pretty good as a singles wrestler, which we all know he's not. He looked solid in the ring, and seeing that Ortiz is a guy that's been in mostly tag matches, I didn't expect a lot from him tonight, and I thought he did pretty damn well for himself. by himself tonight.
No, if I had the option,
yeah, it was a bit predictable. You knew, we all knew as wrestling fans, it's not hard to see that Moxley was gonna win by either disqualification if somehow the Inner Circle got involved in the match, or just Moxley ending up winning in point blank, which he did. And you had to figure Inner Circle was going to get involved some way, somehow, because that's just how it's been the last couple of weeks. I didn't mind the opening segment. The crowd was still super into it. They digged it. I see what you mean about AEW in the past couple of weeks. They were kind of known for giving you that hot match right off the bat. If it was the Lucha Bros or Omega or whoever or whatever have you, they would start off with a bang. And I didn't mind, maybe Moxley had to get out of there early tonight because he is wrestling this weekend in Japan. Maybe that's why he was on earlier in the show. I don't know, but I didn't really mind the opening segment. I thought it was a pretty solid opening segment for AEW Dynamite. I enjoyed it more than I did last week's, that's for sure.
It's basically the same thing. Just Moxley coming out there, Jericho come out, and they all try to beat up Moxley. It's the same scenario as last week, other than they didn't even need to have this match. I mean, don't even have the match. I mean, because it really wasn't needed.
Now,
what does that do for Moxley or Jericho, or Moxley or Ortiz? Or I think it was Ortiz. What does that do for either guy? That just hurts one of your best tag teams by losing a match, and you're just killing this team.
Well, I think Santana and Ortiz have been kind of killed.
I know, but you're beating them. You're going to beat them back-to-back weeks now to make Moxley look strong. He's already strong. He doesn't need to beat Ortiz and Santana to prove that he's a strong opponent for Jericho. Everyone knows who he is.
Where the fuck is Ty Dillinger? AEW Dark, it seems like. That's his place of being as of the moment.
Shawn Spears.
Oh, yeah, that is Shawn Spears. That is correct. Thank you for that.
If I had the option, I would have turned to NXT and watched that instead of this match because I didn't care about it.
Okay, fair enough.
No interest.
Okay, all right. I enjoyed it. Dave did not. Fair point there. Let's